Hey, Rise family, welcome. Welcome to today's Rise into Action podcast series. I am Coach Eve, founder and CEO of Rise Enterprise, where ambitious women reach, yearn, soar, and excel. If you're feeling stuck in your career or unsure of your next steps, whether that's launching your own business or leveling up in your leadership, you're in the right place today. I'm sharing some important tips on resume development. As a former HR executive who now runs my own thriving coaching brand that impacts and elevates the lives of high aspirational women, I want to share my experiences and knowledge so that you too can ascend in your career, in your business, and your leadership aspirations. So let's get started talking about some resume tips. Whether you are job hunting or building your own business, your resume needs to work for you, not just exist. You might have the right experience, but if you are not getting callbacks, make sure you've checked the box on some important items that I'm going to cover today. Number one, your resume must show results, not just duties or tasks. List your wins, not just I was responsible for. So just listing tasks and duties like I wrote and edited technical documents and general reports, that's not going to cut it. Instead, use words like I researched and prepared technical documents resulting in errorless congressional reporting and improving funding or programs by 20%. It's time to show your value. So, again, show results, not just list your duties and tasks. Number two, you've got to customize your resume with some keywords. So align your resume with the job or industry that you are targeting. So, in order to develop your resume, you've got to go and find the posting, do a word search on some of the key qualifications, key responsibilities, and then link that up with your resume. How does that job align? Use those words from the posting to align with your resume. Uh, Private companies won't understand federal jargon. So you've got to find words that align with both private and federal industry. You've managed budgets, you've led teams, you've built systems. That's gold out in the private sector. And it also mirrors things that can be done in the federal sector. So the key here is translating your resume experience to the existing job posting. You need to customize and tailor your resume and pull those keywords in a bulleted format. Then, number three, address gaps honestly. As an HR representative in my field, I can clearly tap in when I see gaps and it makes my antennas go up. What happened here? Have they lost their experience? Have they lost their expertise? So you've got to fill in the gaps with valid reasons like I've been upskilling, taking training, I've been caregiving for my loved one, I've worked in self employment, and here are some side projects I've worked on. Big gaps of unexplained and unaccounted months and years raise suspicion of your skill sets and the recency of your experience. So provide explanations of blank time frames with valid reasons. including volunteer work. All of that counts towards you gaining additional experience and expertise. And then lastly, use clear, plain language. Avoid government jargon, acronyms, or heavy buzzwords that only you and your company may know about. Clarity matters most. You don't want to leave the person reading your resume trying to figure out what you meant. Additionally, using a long 5-page resume for the government is no longer acceptable. The government only wants a 2-page resume as of today. So private sector resumes should be maximum 1 to 2 pages, but now the government is aligning with private sector and saying 2-page maximum. Your goal is to get in the room and on their radar. And then you can elaborate more once you are in the interview. Remember, you're not starting over, you are just repositioning your value. So let us help you revamp your resume to determine that career path that is ideal for you, even after you've been working in the federal government or you've taken a break. So, those are our 4 keys to building your resume. Show results, not just duties or tasks. Customize your key with keywords. Address your gaps honestly and use clear, plain language. So at this time, I'll take a few questions from our audience to see what's on your mind, what additional clarity we can bring to you. Okay, here's a question. How can I show results in my resume if I've been in one job for a long time? Well, that's exactly where storytelling comes in. Even if you've held one title, one job, you've likely worn multiple hats or had other duties as assigned. So think about the times you've improved the process, you've led a project or a team, you reduced errors, even trained others. Some way you've increased efficiency in that job. So quantify and qualify the impact that you've made in that position. Employers care more about how you've added value, not just how long you've been in a role. Okay, here's another question that's come in. What keywords matter most for federal roles versus private sector roles? Great question. For all of my federal employees who've been laid off and you're looking to find opportunities in the private sector, your resume needs to mirror the exact language in the posting. So knowing what they're looking for is going to be key. So every competency, every specialized experience phrase, every qualification statement, even whether it's in the government or private sector, you need to be able to speak to in your resume, as we stated earlier. So, and for private sector, it's about transferable skills and industry specific terms. So, look for ways that you've done strategic planning that transfers from federal to private, employee engagement, operational efficiencies. These are terms, expertise terms that equate to both private sector and federal government. And this is why I help clients create versions of their resume that they are using to apply both in private and federal and to different jobs. It's no longer a one size fit all resume. And our last question we'll take today is, how can I get help with preparing my resume? Excellent question. We at Rise offer a resume review service to help clients edit and tailor their current resume to maximize your visibility. So reach out to us to schedule a complimentary consultation session by going to our website at www.rise, spelled with a Y, RYSE, enterprise.com. That's www.rise, spelled with the Y, riseenterprise.com. And stay tuned for more podcasts on career and leadership tips. Here's what I want you to do as we close. I want you to not feel that you're stuck and know that you just need strategy and support. And I encourage you to take action. I'm here to help you. So, your next steps is schedule that complimentary consultation, like and subscribe this video so you'll get notified when more come out, and book that complimentary session with me. Now, let's get busy and get you that interview that you so rightfully deserve. Thank you for tuning in to Rise Enterprise.